Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly reading. My name is Angela, and I'm an intuitive card reader. And this is your weekly reading for the next 7 days. Whenever it hits your feed, as my readings are timeless. Right. What we're going to do today is we're going to shuffle the cards until the deck feels ready, and then draw the first 7 cards. So we won't be taking any pop-outs today. However, if you happen to, is the Empress. For those of you who know tarot, you know that's a really nice card of abundance. Yeah, if you notice a card like that, then it probably is meant to be and has a message for you. Okay, Aquarius, Spirit, what have you got in store for Aquarius this week? Right. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups, we have the Fool, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the 10 of Wands, we have the 4 of Wands, we have the Page of Cups, and the Strength card. And the 8th card is 10 of Cups. So what I've been doing, Aquarius, is anytime I get a slightly challenging card on the seventh card, I pull the extra card and we'll work it as that is the beginning of the following week. Okay, well, this is looking fantastic, Aquarius. You've got the 9 of Cups. It is the card of the wish fulfillment card. All your desires are coming true. It is a great card to get. You're going to have a happy day at the beginning of the week. It's a card of victory and success. It's also a card that represents luxury and material comforts. And it represents beauty, happiness, and contentment. And good fortune favours you. So it is a very fortunate week. And actually, in fact, all the readings have been very fortunate. Nearly all of the readings for all the signs. So it looks like it's going to be a very abundant week all round next week. Now, the other thing about the 9 of Cups when it turns up in your reading is that there could be a lot of feasting. So it could be a time where you're getting together with family and friends, enjoying good food and wine. The second day we get to the Fool. And I did mention that good fortune comes with the 9 of Cups. And before I forget, because I often do forget thoughts that come to me, so let's not forget this time. In the tarot, this yellow gold that you see on 4 of your cards in your reading, or even 5 with this 10 of Cups, this gold represents gold as in material abundance, wealth. So there is a lot of wealth coming into you this week as well. But with the Fool card, the Fool represents the beginning. So you're starting right back at the start again this week. Not sure what that is about for you. Whatever it is, just remember that life is a journey and not a destination. And don't be afraid of making mistakes. The only wrong move is to stand still. It is a card that represents freedom. And the Fool card is ruled by diamonds, so this is a lucrative new journey. And it's also telling you to say yes to whatever comes up this week. It's a card of travel. And I am seeing a lot of travel, a lot of ocean and mountain scenes. So wherever you are, whatever your choice of travel destination is, it looks like there may be some travel on the cards for you. You might be planning a new overseas venture, and that might be what the beginning is. The other meaning that comes to me that I notice a lot of readers don't read into it is the Fool card. I often get this Fool card when I've been taken for a fool. So just a little warning, just to it's great to approach life with a air of innocence and enthusiasm, but don't forget that you weren't born yesterday. Don't be so naive that you're taken advantage of. So that's always just a little warning with the Fool. But yeah, it is seen as a positive card in the deck, so starting something really, really new. And I just noticed there's a rose in the Fool's hand here. So it could be representing a new love, a new relationship. And as we move on towards the middle of the week and we've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups is ultimate new beginnings in relationships. It's a definite card representing new love. So perhaps you've met someone or your relationship is just new. It's going to be going forward, leaping forward. With fresh energy and perhaps a new sort of commitment to each other. But the Ace of Cups represents new love and fertility. It represents happiness, joy, abundance. It's a card of soulmates, and it could also represent a new home. So, yeah, there's a lot of love coming in towards you. And I would say because it's teamed up with the wish fulfillment and the Fool, it's really something you've been dreaming about. Perhaps you have, and it really does look like a love reading here. There is a lot, as I said, there's a lot of gold for those of you who are here for a business reading or a career reading. So it is a financially abundant week. But yeah, it looks like most of you have come here for a relationship advice or relationship, wanting to know what the outcome is. And it's going to be amazing. It's a really secure relationship, or this new love of yours is going to go the distance. They are the one. And then we come to the Ten of the Wands midweek still. And the Ten of Wands is about putting down a heavy load. So it looks like you've been searching for this partner for a long time, and you're finally being able to put down that heavy load of the single scene. Sometimes it can be quite weary and wear people out, especially if they've been dating to try and find a life partner. And the ups and downs of dating world, especially with the online dating and also men and women being at maturing at different speeds, at different paces. Often the women can be maturing in their 20s and the men are don't have are still sort of acting like a young person wanting to party, and it's not until their 30s when they start thinking, oh, life is creeping up on me, I better start thinking about the future. So sometimes that mismatch can be quite wearying for people when they're out there on the dating scene. But yeah, in particular for women, I think. So I think it's about like you're finally being able to, this relief, finally put down that heavy load of, will I find someone? Will I be alone for the rest of my life? So you can really relax there. Aquarius. But Ten of Wands also represents a completion of a cycle. So that is still getting towards that, what I was saying. You've completed that cycle of being single and being alone. And it does represent the harvest. So it does represent a successful resolution to the harvest. to something, and it does mean that there is a harvest coming in. But mainly it represents that a heavy responsibility has been lifted from your shoulders. So definitely, if you're here for a business or career reading, something has been lifted finally. Perhaps it's something like you've completed a qualification or a stage in your career, and you can finally put that behind you. Maybe it was apprenticeship or something like that. And then as we keep going forward in the week, we have the Four of Wands. So that's the happy ever after card. It is the marriage card. It's one of the marriage cards. So, we've got, when it comes to marriage cards, we've got the Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. All of these spell a happy family, happy relationship, happy family of mother, father, and 2 kids as represented in the Ten of Cups. So, it is a very, very happy week, and you will be celebrating something. It actually could be an engagement that you are celebrating here. Or it could be news of a new birth or an impending arrival, perhaps pregnancy news. Maybe it's that stage where young couples, when they're planning a family and they first get pregnant, there is some wisdom to keeping it to yourself for a few months while you get used to it. Maybe it's at the time when you're letting family and the wider world know, and everyone's celebrating. Everyone's very happy for you. And the Four of Wands is another card of unexpected good fortune, and it's a card representing harmony and prosperity, and it's a card of commitment. There's also a lot of happy home energy in here. So it may be that you're finding the home of your dreams, or just securing a home for your family, a stable living environment. Perhaps that's been a bit up and down for you over the past months or years even. And that's settling down. You're finally reaching this point in your life where you are able to secure a stable home. And that's the good news you're celebrating. And then we have the Page of Cups. Like, the messages for the Four of Wands, Page of Cups, and Ace of Cups are very similar. So I might sound like I'm repeating myself, but the card, they bring in the same messages. So the Page of Cups is the pages are messengers. So Page of Cups brings messages of love and affection. It brings in news. So there could be engagement announcements. There could be wedding invitations going out. It could mean a new romantic partner. So perhaps this new romantic partner is younger than you. But yeah, it is the card of having a new having lots of offers actually, and one special offer of love. Sorry, not lots of offers. It's one special offer, and it's a really good offer. Now, the other thing is there's the fish. I forget to tell people there's a fish in the card of the Page of Cups. So if you are here for a career or money reading, there's a lot of prosperity. The Page of Cups is, if you pull the Page of Cups in a career reading or a money reading, it means that there's a really good financial offer coming your way as well. And then we have the Strength card. Now, the Strength card is not necessarily bad, but I don't usually see it as a good card. You may need to have strength as you go through these things. Now, needing to have strength to endure something is an unusual message, and usually means you're having to go through something. Maybe it's just about the strength of going through a pregnancy. You have to be strong, as there are a lot of side effects, and pregnant women do suffer quite a bit. So there could be a little bit of that. But it's saying just have courage, and it's time to take action. It is saying that the outcome will be in your favor eventually as you tough it out through the situation. But it's a really different message from the rest of the reading. So I'm thinking it has to do with this new love, this news of a baby, that you're just having to be strong to endure the physical changes. But also, it's also a card of exercise. So perhaps you're at the weekend, you're after all your happiness and celebrations of the week, you're actually going to do some exercise. And when I say exercise, I mean feats of endurance. Perhaps there's some sort of competition you're entering into that you've been preparing. Maybe that's what putting down the heavy load was all about. Maybe you took some time to rest up. You've done the hard work, and now you're ready for whatever this competition is. Some championships or something like that. Maybe an Ironman contest, or just any sort of competition that you're entering into that you've been working towards. And then, as I said, I drew this 8th card. So that represents the following week and the future. So with the 10 of Cups, that's just happy ever after. It's very similar to the 4 of Wands, but the 10 of Cups is that mature happy ever after. The 4 of Wands is the first initial stages of a happy ever after. But it's that youthful energy. So if you take the example of a young couple getting engaged and getting married, it's like people often think, oh great, they got married, they will live happily ever after, but actually, there's several decades of hard work. So the 10 of Cups represents that happy family life after all of that. But the 10 of Cups is a really fantastic card to receive in your reading. It means that just happiness is on its way to you, and unconditional love. So it's another card representing marriage and family. So you really don't need to worry. You can really actually put down these heavy burdens. You don't need to. I have friends who are, excuse me. I have friends who really, they really, what am I trying to say? I'm really puzzled as to when everything works out for them, then they start worrying about things that won't happen. What if an earthquake hits? What if a landslip hits and affects my property? What if it floods and affects my property? And I'm like, why? Why would you start imagining problems where there are none? Aquarius, I just really implore you to just really accept all this happiness into your life, and just expect life to go well from now on. And you can put down those heavy burdens. You don't need to worry anymore. Life is going to be good. So enjoy your really fortunate week here. Enjoy your week of love, Aquarius. I hope this message has been useful. If it has, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.